With hospitalizations climbing, the health minister says conversations have been had about the possibility of bringing in field hospitals to Alberta. Tyler Shandro referring to field hospitals right now only as a contingency plan. Brenna Rose joins us, and Brenna, the Premier's after talks about field hospitals reflect poor planning on the province's part.
Yeah, Taryn, he was really quick to shoot down that notion, saying that talks of field hospitals indicate responsible planning for a potential extreme scenario. But it comes on a day when Alberta is being used as an example of what not to do during a pandemic. Alberta's hospitals and the staff working in them under strain.
There are about 16 hospitals under significant stress right now, and a lot of healthcare workers are exhausted. The reality is that we have and can continue to create capacity. 504
COVID-19 patients receiving treatment, 97 are in the ICU. That's roughly 139% of the 70 ICU beds the province set aside for COVID-19 patients. The health minister says bringing in field hospitals has been discussed.
There were officials who reached out to Red Cross to be able to ask about a tent. And remember that there is already a tent that is already installed in Calgary outside of the Peter Lougheed Centre. So they've begun conversations, but this is not part of our current plans.
That tent, AHS says, since August has been an extension of the PLC's emergency department. Shandro defending Alberta's hospital situation, his Ontario counterpart slamming it.
Ontario is not in crisis right now. You want to speak about who is in crisis? Have you taken a look at Alberta where they're doubling up patients in intensive care units? We're not doing that in Ontario.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford suggesting rising case numbers in Alberta speak for themselves, but...
Well, I'm not going to pass judgment on Premier Kenney. Number one, full disclosure, he's a friend, he's a great ally, and I think he's a great premier. Everyone has their decisions to make. His province is much different than ours.
Still, actor William Shatner chimed in, criticizing Alberta's reluctance to adopt the federal COVID alert app, calling it bizarre and dangerous. The Kenney government says it's not using the federal tracing app because it's not as effective as Alberta's app, which has tracked down only a handful of cases in the last 6 months. Tara?
Okay, Brenna, thank you.